to show you a few ways that you can make different assignments in Castle Learning. First, the one you're probably using the most is right here by starting a new assignment. Before we go that route, I want to show you another option that you might not be very familiar with, and it's going to be here, Create from Public Assignments. So when you're here, I'm going to first show you Common Core. And when you make that selection for English Language Arts, you'll see they have lots to offer for 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. So for example, if I were to click on 7th grade Reading Informational, I'm going to see these different options. So these two, since they have titles, are going to be passages, and then the rest are going to be little paragraphs with questions underneath. I'll show you. So starting here, you pull that little arrow down, it's going to show you the passage. And then underneath it, it's going to show you the questions that accompany the passage. Now, if I were to select here, 7.1 Set 2, you'll see what I mean. Little paragraphs or a couple of sentences followed by a question. Now, the other option you have, I'm going to minimize that. It's right here under English and Foreign Language. All right, so we're going to look at English, Intermediate English, and you see two options. District assignments, anyone can upload to that from the district, so you'll see there's two there for 6th grade. But we're going to look at Castle assignments. We have two choices, All States and New York. So starting with All States, these are public passages and public sets that people have put together from all throughout the nation. And for example, if we were to look at here, 7th grade, here's some grammar practices that have been put together. Poetry, let's look at Poetry Practice 3. So again, here's your poem. It's two poems that they would be comparing. And then you see the questions that accompany the poem. Now beyond that, you also have New York assessments. So these are little samplers. So we can look at 2013 down here. So here's an example, 2013 grade 8, book 2. So if I scroll back up again, here's my passage. And then here are the questions that accompany it. Now if I want to use a public passage, it's very simple. I just select the one I want. So I'm going to just randomly select this one. And then you scroll down and all you need to do is import it. And you'll see here, New York State Sampler Exam 2012. Now if I wanted to look at it, I would click on the pencil. And this is where I have my options. So here I want to change it from the number option to A, B, C, D. You can add questions to it. You can, down here, this is where you can add more questions. You can delete questions. You can reorder questions. If I go down here to Properties, if I click on the assignment, it's going to show me that question 4 addresses this standard, question 1 addresses this standard. Now you will notice here, grade 6 and grade 7, English Language Arts standards build on one another. So if you were to look and see and compare 7.2 to 6.2, you'll see they're very, very similar. So you will notice sometimes one that's geared towards one grade level will have questions that address another grade level, but that's also because if you'll recall, when you are looking at the questions, you can do levels. So you can do a high level 7th grade and a low level 7th grade. So that might be where your standards vary as well, or your standard grade numbers. So anyway, so that's your property, so you can look and see what standards it addresses. Let me close out of that.